Hey everybody, it's Kaylin here, and I am going to give you an update today about some things that have been going on in our neck of the woods. It's been a long time since we've had a good update video, and then I also want to talk to you guys about what you can expect from this channel moving forward. So we've had kind of a little bit of changes going on, and those changes are going to affect what this channel is going to look like, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my friends, so if you have been watching my channel the last couple of videos, which have been really sporadic, I've talked a lot about how I had a really rough January and February. And because of this, these health issues that I've been kind of battling, it slowed down a lot of other things going on in my life. And at the beginning of January, I just was really sick, and I talked to my sister a lot, and she just was like, you know what, you need to just rearrange some of the things on your plate, because I really had gotten really busy with just hobbies that I was doing and homeschooling and some obligations outside of the home that I had committed myself to. My YouTube channel, my LipSense business, like all of this stuff that I was doing. And my sister was like, you just need to prioritize your life, what's important to you, and rearrange some of these things on your plate. So consequently, because I was feeling overly stressed, I knew that I was going to continue to make myself sick if I kept keeping up with the pace that I had given myself. So I had to pull back, and a lot of stuff had to get kind of shifted around. YouTube kind of got put on the wayside. My LipSense business was put on the wayside. More days had passed. My homeschooling schedule had been kind of minimized down to a more simple schedule. Lots of things kind of changed in my life. Things weren't necessarily getting better, and I was still feeling I was dealing with a lot of health issues. So, not having any answers, my husband was beginning to get concerned, so he sent me over to the doctor. I'm not much of a doctor person. This is not like my first response. So having him say, okay, I think you should probably go and figure out what's causing these symptoms, I knew that he was really concerned. So I went over to the doctor, and I had a couple of visits. At one point, I was told that I had mono or symptoms of mono, and that I just, again, needed to kind of reorganize my life and do a lot of resting and allow myself just that time so that I can get better. I was also told, because I had some extreme vitamin D deficiency, which is not entirely unusual for my area because it's been super cloudy all the time. We are always indoors. Anyway, because my vitamin D was so low, it was making me really tired. I wasn't eating like I should. And because I wasn't eating, that was making me sick, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, so I got on some supplements, and a bunch of days passed, another week or so, and I still wasn't getting any better. And so then, kind of half joking, my husband turns to me and says, what if you're pregnant? And that might be a normal reaction, or kind of something that most of women would think, like, oh, these are pregnancy symptoms. But for me, that was not at the forefront of my mind, and I'll tell you why. Because 6 years ago, my husband and I have been married for 8 years, and 6 years ago, we were told that I have advanced PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, if you're not familiar, and that he and I would not be able to make babies without the help of fertility assistance. So both of my babies were made. I have 2 kids. Both of them were made with using infertility treatments, and I had 2 beautiful, healthy babies. And after my second was born, my husband and I had decided that it was too expensive, and we just didn't have the financial needs in order to go back to the doctor. And so kind of independently, we had decided that we weren't going to have any more kids. Our family was complete at 2. Although I would love to have 12 kids, I could only have 2. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. And I was pretty pleased with that. Well, you can assume how this story is going to end. My husband says, what if you're pregnant? And I kind of laughed at him, and we just kind of joked around. But the thought never left my mind. And then, so the next, I don't know, a couple mornings later, whatever, I took a pregnancy test here at home. The doctor still was not telling me that I was pregnant. I was under no assumption from any medical professional. Anyway, I took an at-home test, and immediately I had 2 pink lines. So if you can get kind of an expensive pregnancy test where it's like a digital and it'll tell you pregnant or not pregnant, or you can get the inexpensive one where it's just the pink lines, and that's the route that I had taken, and it was like an immediate response. So, first response, if you will. Anyway, so the update is that we have learned that we are now expecting baby number 3, which is a miracle for our family because Mark and I were told that we would never be able to have children on our own, and we were not expecting to have another child. So the entire month, there are like 6 or 7 weeks that I was terribly ill, was morning sickness, if you will, and pregnancy sickness. And although I was never throwing up, it was just constantly tired, constantly ill, no energy or motivation to get anything done. You know how it goes. So it turns out to be great news, a good reason to be sick. And so there we are. We are expecting baby number 3. So what does that mean for Full Purpose and Heart, for my video here, or my YouTube channel? It doesn't mean a lot, actually. It means that I'm going to start coming back, so that's good. Because now I am 14 weeks, and the baby is due at the end of the summer. And so it means that because I'm starting to feel good again, that I can pop on and do some more videos. My homeschooling journey is still trying to pick up pace again, so we'll still do homeschooling updates and curriculum reviews and talking about what my homeschooling journey is. And then just kind of pop on for some side stories. I just went to Disneyland. Actually, that was kind of a surprise thing for my husband. So I have some great Disneyland tips that I want to give you. And then I also I'll kind of track my pregnancy journey. Both of the babies that I have were hospital babies. And for this third baby, I've decided to go to a birth center and to have the baby without any medicine. So we'll kind of track that journey as well, in case you have never done that before and you're interested in it. And that, anyway, then you can kind of see how my journey goes. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so that's the little update for us, and a huge explanation, a sigh of relief that it wasn't anything more serious health-wise, and that although I do have something growing inside of me, it's not terminal or anything like that. It's not bad news. For that, I'm very, very grateful. And we are so excited to finally welcome another baby to our family, an unexpected bundle of joy, a miracle in our family. So anyway, so that's our update and kind of where we're going with our channel. I appreciate and love all of you subscribers for coming along on this journey with me, and I'm excited to kind of share as we move along. And homeschools, I don't even know how many weeks in we are. We've had so many rough weeks that we're probably realistically 19 weeks in, but I think on the calendar it's closer to 22. But anyway, we're just, as soon as we kind of move a little better, then I'll continue on with my homeschooling updates. And anyway, now I'm just babbling along. But so thanks so much for watching, coming along with me, and hopefully you'll want to stay tuned so that you can see our journey unfold. Have a good one, guys.